Hello, my beautiful Aquarius friends and family. Welcome to your March 2021 Intuitive Energy Forecast. My name's Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. My website's lisalyle.com, and you can find me on social media at Wisdom of the Heart. So I hope you had a wonderful season of rebirth, Aquarius. I didn't get around to doing any forecasts for February, so I'm sorry I missed wishing you a happy birthday. I hope you had a great one, and I trust that you are going to have an abundantly blessed 2021. So for these messages, I have been guided to connect in with the energy of Mother Earth, Archangel Michael, our ancestors, your higher self, as well as our animal kingdom guides for this month. So to start off the month of March, we are having a Virgo full moon. It's actually on the 27th of February. And so we'll be feeling that well, we're already feeling it. If you're not, if you're not, that's nice. So we're already feeling that, and we'll feel it for, the next week or so, particularly strongly the next few days and over the course of this weekend. So this Virgo full moon is setting up the month of March for all of us, and it's almost like a time to do a personal inventory, a house clearing, if you will, house cleaning, taking stock of how we're feeling, and really trusting and acting upon any intuitive guidance we're receiving to make some changes in our daily routines, our habits as opposed to practices, our dietary needs, like really taking the focus on the inner journey and how we're feeling. Because here in the northern hemisphere, we're moving into spring in the month of March. The equinox is the 21st of March. So this is an exciting time of year for us when things start to come back to life and we're seeing more greenery and the sun is shining for longer each day. It's really exciting. So I'm just going to get right into it, Aquarius, instead of getting on rambles here. Oh, that's funny because that came out with the other, but from a different deck. So I'm saying that's funny because this 21 card, no, not 21 card, Remembrance card came out from another deck for Capricorn. And then it's the very first card that you got. I am drawn to the fact that it is a 21. So 21 in the traditional tarot is the World card. It's a completion. It is, and I've got my 1221 here. But it is it's a completion, it's a wrapping up of a cycle, which takes us back to this new beginning, that sacred Fool energy. And it's funny because you're the 12th sign that I've read for this month, right? So there's that 1221, that mirror image, that twin soul imagery. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of reflective energy around you this month and a lot of opportunities presented to you to reflect upon, your relationships with certain people, your relationships with food, even your relationships with drink, your relationships with the work you do. So I do feel like this is a really reflective month. It says on here, oh, look at this. I'm saying that without even seeing the other card that's here is reflection. So, oh gosh, I think I need to get outside and get some fresh air today. And this is a number 13. But what it says on the Remembrance card is resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. And this seems to be like a big sort of common thread throughout all the readings this month, is like this emotional clearing or this opportunity for emotional clearing. Because if you think about it collectively, globally, worldwide, we've been under this, I don't even know what to call it. We've been under, for the last year, there's just been this whole masquerade going on around the world. And we are, coming up to the 1 year mark in my part of the world anyways, we're coming up to the 1 year mark of all the insanity that started a year ago. And it's almost like many are at the breaking point. Snap. Ready to snap, right? Ready to, and I think like a lot has been pushed down. A lot of people have held their breath. Okay, Lisa. Held their tongue, bitten their tongue, not spoken. They've held back from speaking truth. And it feels like it has had a detrimental effect on the collective psyche, right? Who do we trust? Who do we, what's a reliable source of information? All this kind of stuff. And I'm really guided to say the guru, the wise one, exists within you. So that's who you trust above all else. I mean, we're bombarded outside of ourselves. Someone said to me yesterday, it's so funny, because I guess we're on a color-coded system here. It's almost like the rainbow now. We're on this color-coded system here. And so I was talking to a friend last night who lives, she's about an hour and a half north of me, still in Ontario. And she says, we were talking about whatever's going on, and she says to me, oh, are you in the red zone? And I'm like, what? I said, I don't know, red zone. I mean, red seems hot, right? But I said to her, I don't know. Everything's open is what I know right now. And she goes, oh, yeah, so red zone. Who knows? It's so foolish. So that's why I'm saying it's best to just go into your own heart space, continue to live your life to the best of your ability, and, really disconnect from all the foolishness that's outside of yourself. It's 3:23 here, and that is also bringing me to the divine masculine energy, because I see 2332, that mirror image, as the divine masculine. So 1221 is the sacred union of the eternal twin soul, twin flame energy, the Christed flame. And then the 2332, I have recently, only in the last few months, been shown and told that this is representative of the divine masculine. So for some of you, there feels that some of these feelings resurfacing, feelings and emotions, can be around that masculine energy in your life throughout your lifetime. The reflection card says illusion, self-examination, and distortion. And it's a number 13. Interesting, 13 is the number of the divine feminine. And I was just speaking about the divine masculine, and this is the number of the divine feminine. And yet there has been a deep-seated condition or belief that this is an evil number, that it's bad luck and all of this. And so I feel like a part of the deception is around symbolism, is around numbers. So if you're someone like me who is very drawn to numbers, to symbols, like the peace sign, we always see the peace sign. This is upside down. This doesn't mean peace at all. And we don't put our hands like this, but when we draw the peace sign, it's drawn like this. It's inverted. It's bullshit. It's war. This is war, divisiveness, blah, blah. This is peace. And so for years now, I have been doing my work to restore integrity, to restore the righteousness back to symbols, including the number 13, including the peace signs, and so many other things. And so I feel like a part of this illusion and deception is from external sources, and it can be with respect to, what's taking place outside of us, and how illusions and distortions and deceptions have been running the show for the last year, which is bringing people to this breaking point. And so I feel March is this point in time where we're all encouraged to break free, Break free from the limitations of your mind. No longer allow yourself to be confined by the lies, by the deceptions, and that reflection takes place inside, right? It's that inner journey, because we have to see how we deceive ourselves and how we lie to ourselves and how we live with an illusion, and face all that and clear that, and then we get to begin to support. The way we support the collective clearing of the deception, of the lies, of the false narrative and the programs that we have for generations now been living within, been conditioned within. The way we do it for the whole is by taking care of ourselves, dealing with these emotions that begin to resurface. I feel like for you, Aquarius, like as the emotions begin to resurface, it's almost like you feel all tangled up and confused and caught up in your emotions. But then when they're out, when you see them, it's almost like the boogeyman that's not really scary. It's they just show me like the Wizard of Oz, the wizard behind the curtain, right? He was just a little man and not scary at all. Most of the people that are running the world are like that too. They're kind of scary though. Anyways, I feel that when you deal with all those emotions, when they are released and come to the surface, it's like this beautiful watercolor. It's like brings new life into your life. It almost feels like you get a fresh canvas to begin to create upon. So from Archangel Michael, you got the blue earth angel, higher vibration. And the number of this card is 10. So that's beautiful, because I was saying the 21, completion, and then we go down to the 1, that sacred fool, that new beginning energy, that magician. And the new beginning flows from this really grounded space, this rooted connection to Mother Earth, the energy of unconditional love, which surrounds you and encourages you to go forward, to keep growing. So as your vibration is lifting, it's really important that we don't get stuck in the head, that you allow yourself to integrate and connect that higher vibe to the earth plane. And so then you begin to radiate in a grounded and balanced way, right? We don't want to be all wishy-washy, flip-floppy, and we don't want to be feeling offside. So it's really important that you ground yourself, especially through emotional times, right? Because it can be quite ungrounding when we're facing our emotional stuff for, the first time in a long time, or maybe first time ever. But for you, I feel like it's just stuff that's needing to be cleared. And now is the time, is what I'm hearing. So let's tune into the energy of the ancestors, Aquarius, and see what love and support and encouragement they have for you for the month of March. Ancestors. You got the 4 legs. Endurance. You're in this for the long haul. That's really what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like this lone wolf energy, this need this month for some solitude, for some replenishment. And in order to experience that, it's almost like you have to retreat, regroup, and then you're able to gather your resources. And stags, I always feel as that really the embodiment of the divine masculine. And then we have this lion energy over here. It's almost like when you retreat, it supports the divine masculine and stepping up for you, like the inner divine masculine, so that you can walk forward in confidence and courage, knowing you are protected and loved by the ancestors, and that you are free, totally, totally free. So let's see from the 4 leg. I'm working with the Animal Spirit Guidebook. So let's see if which particular animal would like to come forth. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do take a moment and show your support through hitting that subscription button. Drop a comment down below if you like what you said, or even if you didn't. And drop a comment down below and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to work with me this month, I'm open for chakra balancing and clearing sessions, like chakra checkups, as well as soul messages. You can find information in the description box below as to how to go ahead and book those services. Unfortunately, this platform is no longer allowing me to share links to my website, which is weird, which is why it's so important that you show your support to the content creators that you enjoy on YouTube so that they can, it's just a beautiful way, an energy exchange as well. It really supports your creator's ability to reach more people, because the platforms these days aren't doing it with all the censorship and algorithms and all that foolishness. So what you got here is the swan, and I really love this energy because the swan always represents to me the twin soul journey, the 12, 21, 23, 32. It really speaks to me of the twin soul journey, and the swan is known as the companion of the high priestess. And so I feel whatever is coming up for you this month, whatever shines through in reflection, I forgot a card for you. Whatever is you're reflecting upon, and this reflection period offers healing as you clear through the illusion and the distortion and the deception. The swan, I feel like this is almost like high priestess, medicine woman energy that I feel from this. And the swan coming in, encouraging you to trust your gifts, to trust your inner guidance and that knowing and the things that you're called to do. Don't look externally for approval and, oh, am I doing this right? It's 3:33 as I say this. Am I doing this right? Or whatever. There is no right or wrong way. And your higher self, which I usually pull before the animal card, but it just happened the other way. But you got two freaking amazing cards, Aquarius. You got this opportunities card and you've got this blessing card. And so I feel like through the reflection, through the remembrance, and through that process of reflecting, remembering, reflecting, and releasing, remembering, reflecting, and releasing, through that process, it really opens these floodgates of abundance to you, an abundance of opportunity. No more limitations. I'm almost feeling this like, I'm seeing like dolphins jumping out of the water here. I don't think there is any. There isn't any, but that's what I'm feeling when I connect with it. It's almost like dolphins jumping out of the water. Whatever is going on in this remembrance and reflection really puts you back in to your place of power, into your heart center, strongly and confidently and in a balanced way in your solar plexus chakra. And the blessings come from all of this deception, really. The blessing on the other side of it is the acknowledgement. It's allowing deception to be seen for what it is, as the silly little man behind the curtain. And you know, this whole process that you're going through this month, Aquarius, really supports, you know, new opportunities opening within you and all around you, which lead to an abundance of blessings. And I feel like it's all heart-centered gifts, the heart-centered blessings that come from knowing and trusting your heart, your sacred journey of the heart. This card says to live in the moment, let go of the past. There is no point worrying about the future. A wonderful opportunity exists for you today. Embrace it. And that's really one of the best gifts we can give ourselves, is living in the present moment. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. This moment is a gift, and that is why it's called the present. When we live in the past, we can be depressed. When we're living in the future, we tend to be rather anxious. Yet when we focus on the present now moment, the eternal now moment, and breathe into it, there is nothing but peace. And if peace doesn't exist in this now moment for you, take a few breaths. Connect with your power and see how quickly you can bring yourself into peace. Blessings! You are being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated, and set alight. An endless stream of rainbow color stems from your heart. This is gorgeous. So let's read what the guidebook has to say about the swan. I've put all the information, anything you could need will be found in the description box below. If it isn't, reach out to me, private message or via comment, and I can hopefully direct you to what it is you're looking for. So this is from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. Where is this swan? I love swans. I see them quite a bit down at the lake. And one day I was blessed to have 13 fly overhead. It was so amazing. Where's the swan? There's the swan. Oh, this is so good. It's like, you know, this is maybe why these cards came out after the swan, because check this out. Listen. Swan, effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention. For solo time. Perfect. This is so perfect. An inner voice is waiting to be heard. An inner vision likely to be revealed. And so when in balance, the swan energy is infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, and lacking vision. To bring into balance, solo time and writing. So Aquarius, as you wrap up your season of rebirth, I trust that you have an enjoyable month of March. Take a little retreat, if you will, and I trust that your time of reflection will reveal to you what you have already always known and open you up to the infinite opportunities and the abundant blessings that are your divine birthright. Until next time, Aquarius, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Take good care.